It flips. Hi everyone and welcome back to Money Experiment PH. I hope you are all doing well, and for today's video, we will be doing a review of KOMO, or Keep Our Money Online, by Eastwest Rural Bank. We have received a few requests of us doing a review of this platform and also the interest rate of other online banking platforms like ING and CIMB are decreasing. So I thought it wouldn't hurt to explore other available online banking platforms, so here we are. So for those of you who don't know KOMO is an exclusive digital banking service that allows customers to open and manage their account completely online. This means that there are no physical branches and everything from account opening to card blocking can be done using the mobile application. This system gives customers full control over their account and allows them to enjoy one of the highest interest rates from any Philippine banks today. The app also allows customers to enjoy free fund transfers, easy bills payment, and a customized KOMO debit card, showing everyone exactly why life is easier when we keep our money online, or KOMO. So let's get right into it. Prior to making this video, I have already registered and went through the KYC verification process, which took me around 24 to 48 hours after submitting the required documents. Also, because we want to provide a full review of how to utilize this digital banking platform, just like with the other digital banking platforms we have done a review of in the past. I have also set up the biometric login to reduce the hassle of keying in my password every time I log into my account. So, so after logging in, this is the home screen where you will see the menu on the top left, the name of the account holder, the account number, the interest rate, which is at 3%, and the interest earned. So for the interest, KOMO does not require any minimum deposit, maintaining balance, or minimum balance to earn interest. Please also note that starting April 1st, 2021, the basic interest rate on KOMO accounts will be reduced to 2.5% for initial deposits up to 500,000 pesos, 1.5% for the next 1.5 million pesos, and 1% on remaining deposits beyond 2 million pesos. So if you click the information button here, you will also have a full disclosure of what interest earned in this app means. So this is the amount displayed here in the sum of all the daily interest earned by your money since the start of the month, gross of taxes. At the end of each month, this amount resets back to zero and your account is credited equal to the full month's interest net of taxes. So 85 pesos point 72 cents is currently the interest earned in my account for the month of February. And as you can see here, they have credited the interest earned in my account for January at zero point zero 0.01 cents. So it's kind of low because I only registered in KOMO. I think it was around January 29, which is already at the end of the month of January. So below the interest portion, you will see activity, which are the activities or the transaction activities within the app, and also the menu bar, which consists of home, favorites, transfer, pay, and card. We'll move into that later. So let's first see the menu tab at the top left portion. So from here, you will see transaction history, manage request, bank statement, and biometrics login and biometrics transaction. So for transactions history, you will also see here the full disclosure of your transactions history within the app, which also sets apart the transactions that you have received and also sent out. So the next is bank statement. So I'm still not able to utilize this feature because I have not verified my email. So let us do that now. This should be in my email. So I received it. Please click on the verify button to confirm your email address, verify. So I should be able to use it now. Okay, so as you can see here, I was able to verify my email. So now I just need to generate the bank statement. I've only registered on KOMO last January 2021. This is the latest that I can generate from. Let's now check if I can see that on my email. I think it's taking some time, so maybe we can check back on that before we end this video. So for the next feature of this app, in the top left portion is the biometrics login and biometric transaction. So as I mentioned in the earlier video, I've already activated these two options because it's a hassle for me to key in my password every time I log in. So I think this is a good option to activate. So the rest of the options here below are for you to explore, especially the FAQs, which I really highly recommend for you to read, especially when you're new to the application. If you have any questions, you can try to check if they are already recorded in the FAQs, and also if you need support when you encounter any technical difficulties, you can contact their team for further information. Let's now go to the favorites tab. So as you can see here, I added my BPI account since this is the account that I have potential transactions to do with in the future. So just to show you how I added this, just click add and fill in the account name, account number, select the bank from which you're doing the transfer to. So this is the list. And you can also input the nickname and then click save. So it should show like this. So I saved the nickname as Mika BPI just for a reference. So it's my card under BPI. So I can show you how to do the transfer in the next tab and using the favorite feature. So under transfer tab, you can see that my account is already reflected. Let's try transferring 50 pesos to this account. So I will just key in 50 and send that to my BPI. So, by the way, KOMO is partnered with InstaPay, so the amount should reflect to my BPI account real time. So, let's pull up to send. And again, the biometric for transactions for verification. Transfer sent. So now we can check in my BPI if this is indeed transferred. So as you can see, I was credited 50 pesos. So that's good to go. Let's now go to the Pay tab. So under Pay, you will see some partnered billers, which is quite a spread of categories. But I must say, compared to GCash, KOMO has a fewer partnered billers, but it's still an advantage to have because you never know when you will need it. For example, other platforms have crashed or under maintenance. You still have other options to pay. So I will leave it to you guys again to explore the different billers under these different categories. And finally, the card tab. So similar with other digital banking platforms, KOMO also offers a debit card and that for free with no minimum deposit. I got mine within 2 weeks after I got verified, and I must say that it's quite fast. I was also amused when exploring the app because it had a feature which most digital banking apps don't, and that is, drumroll please, it flips. So you can see the CVV without getting the physical copy of the card. I don't usually have my card wallet with me, so this is really a plus, especially when I'm in a hurry. So yeah, I personally enjoyed this feature. So let's flip it back. So you can see the name of the account holder and also the account number or the card number and expiry date of the card. So KOMO, in its name itself, has been promoting that its system gives customers full control over their account, which is pretty evident in this feature. So as you can see in this tab, you are able to reset your PIN and temporarily lock your debit card. You will see the different functions that you can lock. So for example, ATM withdrawals, online payments, and point of sale channels. So if you're familiar with CIMB Bank, compared to CIMB debit card, KOMO has quite general functions. So let's say if you're going to lock your ATM withdrawals, you are most likely locking the card locally and internationally. Same goes to other functions. Another thing that I read into KOMO FAQs is that withdrawals from Eastwest Bank ATMs using your KOMO debit card are always free, and withdrawals from ATMs outside the Eastwest network are free for up to 4 withdrawals per month, which makes it a little behind CIMB because CIMB offers free withdrawals with Visa affiliated banks. Still very useful and good to have, especially on emergencies. You also have the request, you also have the control to request for replacement under this tab and also to permanently close your debit card. Another feature which I wasn't able to discuss is cashing in to this account. So this application doesn't support cashing in per se directly from the app. So you would need to go to the mobile banking app from which you will need the funds from. So let me just show you. So let's say I'm transferring from BPI. So I need to log in from BPI and then transfer. So you just key in the details. Let's say I'm transferring 50,000. And since this is transferring to another bank, click transfer to another bank, select the bank. This is something you need to note because there are two East West Bank here in the app. So there's East West Bank Corporation and East West Rural Bank slash KOMO. Of course, you will need to choose East West Rural Bank KOMO and then click OK. There's a transfer fee if you're using BPI, and that's 25 pesos, which will be deducted from your account, of course. Account number. So this is also what I like about the KOMO app. So clicking the account number here will automatically copy the account number, which is very high tech, and you will not get from other online banking platforms as much as far as I can remember. So I'm just gonna paste the account number here and input my full name. And since BPI is also partnered with InstaPay, as you can see here, the transfer service is InstaPay. This should also reflect in my KOMO real time. So click I agree to the terms and conditions, confirm. Biometrics login is activated in my BPI as well. Okay, so it's confirmed. The transfer has been confirmed successful. And now let's check my KOMO, refresh. So my initial deposit was at 73,000. So if I refresh this, it's it's reflected real time and it's now 123,000. And as you can also see in the transaction activity, the fund transfer was received from my BPI amounting 50,000 pesos. So as promised earlier, we will go back to the generated statement of account, and I have now received it in my email. So as you can see here, I received the statement of account by KOMO, and let me just pull up the statement of account, which is encrypted with the password. So it states in the email what password you should be using. Okay, so this is the pulled up statement of account from January 21st. You can see here the full name of the account holder, the address, and the account number. So since this contains your address, you can also use this as a proof of billing, which is another advantage of having an account here in KOMO. So it also states in the banking statement from when your account was opened. So this account has been opened since January 25th, 2021. So I stand corrected. Earlier I mentioned in my video that I opened the account January 29, 2021, but apparently it's January 25, 2021. So it also states here that the month's average daily balance is at 760 pesos. The previous 6 months is null, and also the previous 12 months ADB is null because again, I opened the account January 25th, 2021. So just so you are wondering why the statement of account is showing a total balance of 73,000 while the app is showing 123,000, that is because the deposit that I did earlier from BPI was conducted after I tried to generate the statement of account for January 2021. So to wrap up this video, personally, I do not regret getting an additional account from an online bank. First, because they give out the debit card for free, which is a plus because as you know, CIMB requires a minimum deposit of 5,000 before you get the card for free. So basically, they are requiring a minimum deposit. Another is the app is very techy and user friendly, which is very useful and has useful features that helps users pay bills and transfer to other banks for free and real time because they partnered with InstaPay. And of course, I would also like to utilize their interest rates until April, which is at 3% and is relatively high compared to other Philippine banks. So, this is another good platform to use if you have any parked money that you would like to earn interest from. Thank you for watching this video, and if you like this video, hit like and subscribe. See you in our next video.